Good morning, Railbirds. All right, Kevin here. All right, today starts singles. We have Elite Division singles to start off the day. Up first, Jackson McDonald versus Jason Young. We are coming at you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. And thank you to the Chinook Winds for everything you do for the Western BCA. There's over $50,000 added to this event, and a big chunk of that comes from Chinook Winds. Thank you very much. Our stream sponsors, cheapcues.com. Use coupon code RAILBIRDS. Get 10% off on most cues, cases, and accessories. Does not apply to predator or poison products. You can show your appreciation by giving your business to all of our sponsors here. They would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. It's good business all around. Remember to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you won't get notified when we go live or when we put up new videos. And sharing is caring. We're your hosts, Kevin and Sherry Ross. Thanks for watching today. The rules we are playing today, we're playing some CSI Rules 8-ball. It is alternate break or rack your own. As far as the racking, you can use a template rack. That's optional, not required. It is always open after the break, no matter what is pocketed on the break. The 8 on the break, neither a win nor a loss. And this is a call pocket game, call ball and pocket. As far as the 8 on the break being neither a win nor a loss, if you do make the 8 on the break, if you didn't scratch, then you have the option to either spot the 8 and keep shooting, or to re-rack the balls and break again. If you make the 8 on the break and scratch, then your opponent has that option. And since we're talking about the 8-ball, if you are shooting at the 8 and you scratch, as long as the 8-ball is still on the table, that is not an automatic loss of game. That's just a ball in hand foul. However, if you do make the 8, and foul, that will be an automatic loss of game, as well as making the 8 out of turn. Players are just warming up, hitting a rack of balls. They'll be ready to go in just a minute or two.
So that's Jason at the table.
Yes, that is Jason Young.
I was correct. I'd seen Jackson before, and I thought that's who that was. So I think we had him on the stream before.
As far as Scotch doubles being over, it's mostly over. I think there's still a couple of finals that still need to be played, but they tend to do that around the singles when the people playing the singles, when the people in the Scotch doubles finals aren't busy playing the singles event.
Somebody above that had asked if we would be streaming the gold or silver Scotch. That's why he said that.
Right. Yeah, if that hasn't played yet, which I don't think they have.
No, they haven't.
Then, yeah, as far as I know, we'll be streaming them. We try to stream every finals. So yesterday we had the Platinum Finals and the Bronze Finals. The Bronze Finals was on our bonus coverage table.
Yep. And we had the Platinum here on the...
Yep, and the Platinum was right here on this table. All right, guys, we're 20 minutes beyond the start time. It's practice time's over 20 minutes ago. Let's get the show on the road. All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, here we go. We got action.
Nope. No?
I swore Jackson was just practicing before Jason was.
Yeah. He was.
All right. If I was running the tournament, I'd be going out there and telling them get the show on the road. But hey, it's not my tournament. I'm just a live streamer, so we're just here to bring you the coverage. Who won the Platinum Scotch Doubles? All right, if you haven't seen the Platinum Scotch Doubles finals yet and you don't want to spoilers, hit your mute button for a few seconds. All right, got your button muted? All right. The winners were the team of Lingelbach and Chelsky. Yeah. Steve and Wendy. All right, now we're ready to get started, right?
Hopefully.
I'm sure we are. I'm sure they're ready to go.
Heads.
All right, sweet.
It's a tail.
Tails. You always call tails. I'm the one that calls heads.
Yeah, I know. But almost everybody calls heads, so that's why I said it.
Oh, you were calling it for him, not for yourself. Okay.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
So we have record numbers here at the Chinook Wins. Over 1,600 players. Over $177,000 in payouts among all the divisions. Over $50,000 added. 4 divisions of Scotch doubles, 7 divisions of singles, 4 divisions of teams. This is just a regional tournament. It's not even nationals or worlds. If you're in the Pacific Northwest and if you're not here, you need to be. Get some of this money.
Why not? Shoot, I'm going to get a motorhome and come and park it in Ed's front yard for 8 weeks so that I can get qualified to come back out here and play.
All right, so we are playing a race to 7 8-ball. Here we go, Jackson with the break.
Okay, guys. Just me. Kevin's abandoned me. I'll be back a little later. In the meantime, we got Jackson at the table here. Not exactly sure what he's looking. Is he looking at jumping this 4-ball in here? Really? He's jumping over his own ball. This is something new. I don't know that I've ever seen this before. Oh, he almost made it. Nice shot. Nice attempt there. That was crazy. All right, brings Jason Young to the table. Looks like he's going to start with this 11 in the side. Cut it in. Nice. Trying to open things up a little bit there, and has actually ended up making things a whole lot worse than it already than it was. Balls went, you just had to go, get rid of one or two of them there that had pockets, and it opened up the rest of them. Now Jason's going to be forced to play a safe here, I believe, and I may come off, just nip off of this 9 and tuck the cue ball in underneath my stripes. Nip, just barely touch the 9, and the cue ball goes to the end rail and right up into the back of them. Yeah, did turn away for a second to score the other one, and looks like he did about what I thought he was going to. Flight was fine. David Lash, where are you? Are you having a baby or something like that? All right, Jackson's called the 7-ball in the side pocket. Favorite to get a hit here with these Fargos of over 600. And, probably at least 50% on making it. Either he will or he won't. No. Yeah, I figure he's at least 50% for making the ball. Yeah, hit it full in the face. And it looks like we have he's left Jason the 12 ball. If he has this game here should be over. As long as he can avoid making things funny here. Still got a cut on this 14. Cue ball's going to be going towards the 8, so he wants to be sure that if he hits it, he pushes it out far enough to where it goes somewhere else, because it will no longer be able to go past the 4. And if he hits it full in behind it, the cue ball will stay right there for the 15 next. Just like that. It's a nice shot. He's elevating a little bit here to try and pop off of this and control the cue ball. I think this is just a natural cut here. Just up, slide down for the 8, side pocket. Game number 1, Jason Young. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in with us this morning. If it's still morning where you are, it's still morning here in the Pacific Northwest. Coming to you live from the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort, the beautiful Oregon coast in Lincoln City, Oregon. If you haven't been here, this is normally considered some of the most beautiful coastline in the world, the Oregon coast. Casino sits right on it. Hello, Wasim. Oh, I thought that 12 was going to go. Looked like the 14 was going to help it in. Did not. End up being a dry break here for Jason. Jackson comes to the table. But his choice of suits here. And if that 15 goes into the side pocket, I think I would have to choose stripes if I have a stripe to shoot at. And the Fargo rates that you see at the under the players' names, are calculated. It's like using, it's like what chess uses to rank their players. Only it's actually a little bit more in depth than that. And it's basically everybody matched up against everybody. How you did against this guy that you played, and me against you, and me against somebody else, and so we're all compared to each other. Everybody that's in the system is compared to each other, and that's where your Fargo rate comes from. The percentage that is next to that is the, according to Fargo, the person's chance of winning from this point. Doesn't mean it's how it's going to go down, but based on how these two players have played, that is what they calculate. Yeah, so Jackson is just waiting for the other table. Looks like he was waiting on Sam Rabito to get out of his way. Got to figure out how to figure out this the 4 ball. Does have the 5 ball over there that can help him get to, he could even go straight at it right here. A little bit of English to straighten it up. That cue ball would have gone right at it. Maybe it goes. Those angles from the cameras can be a little bit deceiving, but no, that ball doesn't go. Unless it goes up in the corner. I mean, if it goes in the corner, then there is no issue. 3 looks like it. He can cut it in the side, and You could even pop the 4 out, cutting the 3 in the side. If it needs to come out right here, spin it in with a little bit of English. Lewis who? Forbush? Something like that. Yeah. I turned my head and Jackson hit exactly what I thought he was going to. Looks Jackson's looking at the back cut on the 7 ball here, as he would like to have the 2 or the 4 for his key balls because of where the 8 ball is by the side pocket. You want something that it's at that end of the table, the same end of the table as the cue ball, or as the 8 ball is to the side pocket. Makes it easier to play shape on. Now he can shoot this too. He'd have to draw back and make sure that he comes around. He's got to draw it past this 10 ball. He could even cut the 4 in now and go 2 rails in between the 13-10. Just don't hit it hard enough to make the 8. But I think you're going to see Jackson, just draw this out of there and hit that ball just a little bit full, and it wobbles right out of the hole. Gives Jason another shot. All right, Jason gonna shoot this 9 ball up in the corner and try to fall in between this 12, 14 here. There you go. Yep, got to get that 12 out of the way in order to make the 14. So Jason will probably go from the 12 to the 15. He could go 2 rails back and forth to the 14, but yeah, I don't like that. These pockets are playing so tight right now. Yep, draw for the show, follow for the dough, Ballant. That saying came about because showing off a little bit to draw. You got to hit the ball perfect to draw out of there, and follow opens up the pocket. So see what he's squinting at here. See if he can see the 4 ball, I guess, past the 15, but I don't think he can. I think Jackson's going to have to shoot the, I don't know, can he even see the 2? Well, it's kind of close also. You don't like having to shoot the 2 because you got to really move to cue ball to try and get a shot on the 4 because of the 12 ball. Actually, the 14 and 12 blocking it in the corner there. Could attempt to play it off of, into the side pocket. Even possibly using the 15 ball to pocket in the side. All right. And ended up good here. Guy controls cue ball a little bit. I might even just draw it back to the side rail. You can miss the pocket. These are Cyclop balls. Just put a good stroke on it. Oh, no. Rattling the balls right out of the hole. First match of the day. Guys are just getting their pool player brains functioning. Whoa, whoa. Oh, this made this a little bit more interesting. Holy smokes. You wanted to, if anything, come up short on that so that your cue ball isn't, going towards the 15 here. He's going to have to just putt this ball in. Cue ball close to the rail. That way, cue ball, all he's got to do is go forward here. He could elect to draw off of it, but I like just going forward at this ball. It looks like that's what Jason's going to do. It's right at the line. Just don't scratch in the side. All right, see a little bit of a cut here. Should be able to handle it. These guys are better than average players. Two 0 lead for Jason Young. That's funny, Rob. Yeah, no welcome mats on diamond pockets. Yeah, you try to wipe your feet off before going in, and they'll slam the door on you. That's for sure. Oh. And a scratch. Things just are not going Jackson's way right now, are they? He is having a hard time getting things rolling right for him. Well, welcome in, Jared, and thank you for stopping by. Glad you found us. Mike Lay, in APA, with a Fargo rate of over 600, you would be at the top of the food chain. Whatever, if you're talking 8-ball, 7s, 9-ball, the high on that is an 8. They're struggling a little bit right now, but I guarantee 600, 600 and almost 600 and a half. These guys are run-out players on, most tables. They break balls out. They, kick them in, bank them in. Yeah. It's not easy to achieve over 600. No, 8's 9-ball. 8 is a 9-ball skill level in APA. Yeah, as I'm talking about, what their capabilities are in the background here, Jason is busy just, picking them off and running out this table. Hey, Paul, welcome in from back home in Traverse City, Michigan. Bump off this 3. He's got a shot here on the 9. The angle isn't exactly what he wanted. It's working in towards that group of solids there. So he now has to elevate to slide off of this to miss some jacked up over a ball and elevated. And he handled it quite like the 600 plus Fargo that he is. Ball in the hole, and that's a run from the scratch of Jackson's break. Yeah, David Lash, Paul actually plays on one of our league teams back home. We have league tonight that we're missing. He actually lives in Frankfurt. And I did put in that, y'all probably saw it, but I did put in the that link to the Fargo rate for you. Check it out. Google, if you want to learn how it works, relates to different things. Google Mike Page. He has put out so much stuff about it, pages and pages and graphs upon graphs on how things translate, how it works, why it works, what he did, and yeah, just tons of information out on the web about it. Mike Page. All right, now let's get a lie of the land here. See what's what and who's who. All right. Jason was looking at shooting this 7 now, but I don't think he's got the angle to be able to slide out for the 5 next.
Since I failed my psychic class, I'm going to need you to circle the winners.
All right, so what he's going to do here, he's going to go from.
Before you turn it in? I can't tell from the signature because apparently there's a
He's-
room full of doctors here.
He's
I'm
going
going to need you to circle
to go
the
from
winner.
the 6
Circle
probably
the
out
winner.
to the 1. Oh no, 5 must go up in the other corner. Sorry, Bonnie Jones was kind of distracting me there a little bit with her announcement. Yeah, the 5 must go up in the corner. Yeah, okay, now. What's he going to do with the 8 ball? The 8 ball doesn't know, it doesn't matter now. He's hung up the 3. And Jackson just can't get a roll for anything here. That 9 ball is in trouble because of the 3 ball. He does have, you know, a little bit of control of the 8 where it doesn't go in this lower right-hand corner. But yeah, he's got to figure out a way to get back down to this 9 ball so he can play it. Yeah, I don't know. He can get underneath it and play it in the lower left-hand corner pocket. All right. I think Jackson's going to be attacking this right now. Try to bump the 8 out of there. Uh-oh. This has ended up a little bit funny here. He's having to work really hard for every ball. And just nothing's going what he thinks is going to happen because you know he's not trying to do this to himself. He'll figure it out. He better start though. With an alternate break, and you know if you're at this level, if your opponent starts to catch a gear, you get left behind because you're guaranteed he's getting to the table every other game at least. And yeah. So with all of these, you know, all in this platinum division, these guys are all capable of running out the rack on you at almost any time. That you can't give him an inch. And you know, he doesn't get out here, and Jason does 4 games in a race to 7. That's big. Jackson taking his time a little bit here, come over, checking out the 9, make sure it goes where he wants to go with it, how he wants to get to the 8. You should already know it goes. You don't run out this far of the rack and not know whether or not that ball goes. Here, we'll give you this one. Oh, no, he's run right into the 9. Well, bank it in for the out. That's really, this right here is do or die. You can't even use, you could just tap the 3 in and leave the cue ball in the jaws and pray he doesn't make it. But then he can just, you know, play you safe because the 9 ball is moving towards the middle of the rail there. And he just shoots the 1 and plays you safe behind the 8 ball. So, yeah, I think this is do or die here for Jackson on this game. Got to bank it in and get out. That's what I see anyway. Nah, Troy, we got a guy here that's at least that tall, maybe a little bit taller than that 6'5" that you are, and he plays. You can go back and watch a match from our 2018 coverage. James DeVee, he's, I think, at least 6'5", isn't he, David Lash? I couldn't remember if he was 6'7" and his dad is 6'5" or vice versa, but yeah, they're both super tall. And we got other ones, Chris Byers, that's up in that range, and they fit between the tables just fine. They dwarf the tables when they walk up next to them, too. Oh, he's got him corner hooked. It looks like he is frozen up on that point there. Oh, just came up short. Nice effort there by Jason. A nice shot by Jackson to get him on the inside of that point there. Yeah, that was strong. You gotta have nerves of steel to do that. That ball not fall when you're down 3-0. All right. He was just waiting for the other table to shoot over there. Came up a little short of shape here, but he should be able to handle this ball. No problem. In the heart. Jackson McDonald on the scoreboard. Next match after this is scheduled to be an elite match of the owner of Jam Up Billiards Apparel, one of our stream sponsors, Damian Pongpanic. Versus Brookman Holmes. That match is scheduled for 12:30. John, he hit his ball and caromed his opponent's ball into the hole and played safe. But it is a foul if you hit. You can, intentionally tie up your opponent, do an intentional foul and hit your opponent's ball. But what Jackson did there was billiard off of his ball and pocket his opponent's ball. Sound and everything coming through all right for everybody? Video's good. He's playing Brookman, David. Damian Pongpanic and Brookman Holmes for your 12:30 match today. All right, Jackson. Gotta figure it out here. Get on it. Do work. If we're not live, go see our buddy Raw Hanna if he is, or look up his stuff on the Wire Creative Media. He is very, very exciting. Gets some, being down where he is, he gets some great guest commentators too. He is on Facebook, but yeah, go check out the Raw Hanna. Do work, Raw. All right. Hey, Jackson's going to cut this 2 and hit it with a little bit of right-hand English so that when it hits the end rail, it's spinning out a little bit further away from the 7. Looks like that's how he's cueing it. And just roll it in. The English didn't take it all, or he didn't put it on it. He's still got an opportunity to get there. He can slide in between there right now from cutting this 5 ball. Now what do we do here? Yeah, he's just running tough today. Shoot the 5 in, go a couple rails around the 7. You don't want to try and draw back here for the 6. You overdraw this, and you do, when you're jacked up, you tend to overstroke it, and he's trying to just come back between them. Oh, so close. Here he could just go forward, shoot the 6, and come out to right about there where he can cut the 7 in. Natural line is to go straight, perfect, down for the 1 ball. And let's see what that 8 ball looks like. Once the 7 is gone, does it go into that corner? Doesn't appear that it passes the 15. It's so tight. And just nothing easy presenting itself here for him. It'd be nice if he could get that 7 ball last. He'd have more opportunity of getting on the 8 or, making something happen here. But he's just going to have to accept the 6, roll it in, give himself the shot on the 7. Nice shot. All right, see you a little later, Dave. Troy, I actually think I have a video of Petrie playing Shane Van Boning, I think, on our YouTube channel from Derby City. Yep. Playing a little 1 pocket, Shane Van Boning and Petrie Makinen. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that if the 8 passes the 15. It's really tight if it does. But Jackson was playing for it like it does. But now it really doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. There is a little bit of distortion on that overhead. It is a GoPro camera, so there is a tiny bit of distortion where it can make that ball just look a little bit wider than it actually is. All right, that's a nice shot. You'd like it to get over for the 10 now once it's come that far. That was nice control there by Jason. It looks like all three of these balls are going to be going into the same hole here. Oh. And if that's how Petri spells his name, we're going to have to fix it on our video. We put it the way they had it at Derby City. Welcome in. Hope you got to see your match, sir. If not, you can find it on our YouTube channel, where you are right now. 4-1, Jason Young. All right, here we go. Jason. It looked like a little, tiny bit of a cut break. Up, 8-ball in the side. So Jason has the option here of spotting that 8-ball, shooting the table as it lies, or re-racking and breaking. Right here, you're guaranteed to keep control of the table. They are spread pretty nice. So, yeah, and he can do this. He can set it up, look at the table, and then decide whether or not he wants to take it. But, you know, generally you want to, because you're guaranteed you get to continue shooting. You get to take what suit you want here. So I like it when, you know, the player just continues to shoot. Not, you know, you may scratch on the break, you may miscue on the next one, not make a ball and break them wide open for your opponent. Let him get a little bit of wind in his sails and start coming back on you. Ah, I get it, Petri. Because that's why I was wondering, you know, if the last name, if that's the way it's spelled, I got it wrong, but that's the way, that other way is the way it's spelled on my channel. Does this 9-ball go? If the 9 goes, Jason's okay here. If it doesn't, he's got a severe back cut on this 15. That's what he was going for. All right. Jackson with an opportunity here. He's gonna shoot the 1 here and then get himself a shot on the 7. Maybe pop out a little bit for the 4. The 4 to the 6, the 5 to the 8. You got the 3. But I would shoot the 7 to pop out for the 4 here and not go down to the 6 first because the 4 puts you on the 6. Ooh. I wonder if he was trying to hold that to shoot the 3 down table next. I wouldn't want to do that with the, looks like the 3 is sitting on the rail, and now we're looking at a back cut on the 5. The struggle is real, folks. Those morning matches are the devil. All right. Jason to the table with a opportunity to get another game. And I think at this point, if I was Jackson, I would be taking a break after this game, win or lose. All right. Cut this 11 in, slide in between the 8-6, come around for the 9. I like going the 9 to 12, leaving myself angle on the 14 to slide up underneath the 5 for the 8. He's overhit this. Can he see? Yeah, he can see this to still make it. May end up just going, okay, he's going to have angle to come back across. He's going to probably shoot the 12 and the 8 in the same hole. Unless his angle is straighter than what it looks like to me, then he'll follow forward and play the 8 inside. But yeah, he's cueing at this like he's coming backwards. Oh, a little adrenaline there. Overrun is shaped just a hair. And that is 5 for Jason. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, next round here is scheduled to start at 12:30, and all right. Jason, ball in hand. Choice of what he wants to shoot. Looks like he's electing stripes. I think he's got a little bit of adrenaline running. He's overrunning his shape just a little bit here and there. So he's going to probably drag this out. Oh, that was perfect. It looked like he had more angle than he did. Follow forward to the end rail and back out to get to the 14 next. Like some kind of angle here. He's got some kind of angle. Uh, 13 must cut in past this 4 ball. And it does quite nicely. Oh! But I know the 9 ball doesn't. I know that for sure. This 9 ball does not go past the 4. Jason, he's calling it. He's going to play it off of the end rail and off the back side of the 4 here. It's a nice effort. And unfortunately, I don't think it's really messed anything up for Jackson. 4 ball a little bit. He's going to have maybe play it off of the rail, off the back of the 9 ball. But he has a bigger area of bigger margin of error there for this shot than Jason just had for his ticky. Eyeing up this 5 ball. He can shoot the 5, he can shoot the 3, he can shoot the 4, he can even shoot the 2. There's got plenty of options here. He's trying to see the pattern. Struggling here, and when you're struggling on the table, you're generally struggling to see the easiest patterns too. This 6 ball, if he got in that little alleyway there and that 6 ball goes up in the corner, this is a nice little shot here. Helps open up the 1. And if it does, he can draw back into the 1, pulling it more towards the side pocket, leaving himself a shot on the 3 ball or the 7. And that looks exactly how Jackson's cueing this. Oh, just play it off of everything and, oh no. No. Broke 1 out and got another one in trouble. But, what's this cut on the 4 look like here? Can he get on the back side of the 3 here, or maybe even come in and kick it out if he cuts the 4 in? Right. He's perplexed. Somebody get that man a cup of coffee. Get him some protein, some natural sugar, get that brain firing properly. He wants to shoot the 4. It's the shot to, get over there and take care of this 3 ball, but with the way he's been playing, he doesn't like shooting this tough shot. There you go. Just do it, Jackson. Yeah. The silly things that happen in the pool world. If you're looking for the brackets or live brackets online, go to westernbca.org to see who's playing who. Want to cheer for your pal or give him a hard time or whatever. Stalking somebody. westernbca.org, live brackets. John, the ruling there, if the ball falls on its own, it is spotted back to its original position now, and the two players have to agree on where it was. Now, had he bumped it and it fallen then, like with his body or his cue stick or something, then the other player would have the option of either leaving it down or spotting it.
If you have your score sheet and your table is occupied, I have no tables for reassignment. I need you to wait at that table, go ahead and jump on as soon as they're done, or listen for me to call you by name to the tournament desk for a table reassignment. That'll be based on who is the lead. Once again, I have no tables for
And
reassignment.
Jackson got out there, right, guys? All right. Jason getting ready to break here. Lots and lots going on here. We got 80 pool tables set up for this 8 days of events. That is the Western BCA 24th Annual 8-Ball Championship. All of them with the Cyclop balls, the Simona's 860 cloth. Oh, that's a uncharacteristic miss there by Jason. Let's see what this table looks like. It's open table. What do we shoot? I like taking the stripes just like like Jason attempted there. That 5-7 is a little bit funny. You do have opportunities to on the 1-2. They both go, but things like that can get a little bit tricky. Yeah, and Jackson's gonna start with this 10 ball. Shoot, stop. Maybe, I don't know, if I'm still trying to determine whether or not that 14 goes. And if it doesn't, you gotta get short side and shoot it down table. And it's not that either of these, both these players are capable of doing that. You could slide up underneath it now and shoot it in this lower left-hand corner as well if he's so desired. And yes, it is always open after the break here, regardless of what you make. You can combo a solid into a stripe from the break. The only thing you can't do is hit the 8 ball first. It is never neutral in the BCA rules. It can be in the middle of a combination if you're doing like a 3 ball combination, 4 or 5, whatever. But yeah, you can never strike the 8 ball first unless it's the ball you're on. Loving our Littman Light overhead camera, provided to us by LittmanLight.com. Thanks, Mike Littman. That table appears to be brighter to you than the other tables. It's not just your eyeballs, it is. And that is due to the Littman light. You can see here the difference in the colors of the tables. One looks like it's dirty, the other one, this front one, is nice and bright. That's your Littman lights. Yeah. Let's see. I guess we're going to find out now if this 14 goes, because unless Jackson plans on cutting the 13 in the side, I mean, that's literally almost cutting I'd say the paint, but the glass off of the ball, because these are Cyclop balls. No, and if it did go, it doesn't go anymore. He just rubbed it a little bit. Oy vey. Yeah, well, play the 12 ball in the corner and send in this lower right-hand corner on screen, send the cue ball to the side rail and at the 14 maybe. Well, you are quite welcome, Sean. Kevin isn't here right now, but I will relay it to him. And he's taking a little bit of a break this afternoon, and he'll come in and give me a little bit of one later. And then we'll both be here with y'all. Maybe get some Summerfield Habener in here. Got JD on the hook for at least one match. Oh, and Brookman knows me a match too for getting him on the live stream. I mean, it looks like he's got it just enough. Oh my goodness, look at this and the shape straight up the table. Very, very nice shot there, Jackson. I mean, it had just enough room to go by there. And it's off the rail a little bit, so he doesn't need to worry about the points on the side pocket getting him. Very nice run there, Jackson. He's finding his groove. You better put the metal to the pedal and the thingy to the floor, Jason.
Janet Tucker to table 38. You are on the clock. Janet Tucker, table 38. Table 58. Jason Zykowicz. Zykowicz. Jason, you know who you are. To table 58. You're on the clock. Jason
Okay, here we go. Jason, the break.
Table 34. You are on the clock.
Did I accidentally score another game there? Is it 5? Won't be a long wait between matches. Next match is scheduled at 12:30, Robert.
John Kagulis. Table 21. You're on the clock. Sean Kagulis.
Alrighty. So, shooting I guess the 5 up in the corner here. I think the 6 goes there as well. He's played it like it does. 7 passes the 10 in the corner. 8 has an open pocket. This could be a really quick game here. Stop it right there for the 4. Want to save the 2 for I think Jason wants to save the 2 for his out ball here. His key ball to the 8. Yeah, he's messed up his pattern a little bit here, I think. And go forward to the side rail, come back out. Yeah, well, he may end up saving the 1 now for his out ball rather than this the 2 ball. 2 ball just left him right there on it, but things just aren't working out. Sometimes you don't get what you would like that, like the most ideal out ball. You end up with something else.
Kevin Thong, table 11.
He's got plenty of angle here to slide over. I have seen him hit a couple of really nicely controlled, easy draw shots. And he's not even using a Revo shaft. It looks like a regular old shaft. Oh, yeah, he wasn't because he was trying to hold it up as Cue ball went forward a little bit. Unfortunately for him, that ball rattled and sat there because he had nothing on the 8. He had diddly. All right, now, see, with the 11 out of the way, it looks like with the 11 out of the way there, yeah, the 13 goes and even the 12 ball in that corner pocket. Unfortunately, he's completely tree-topped over these balls here. And, yeah, just going to have to accept a roll here. I think he might wanted to go out a little bit further so that he had this 14 in the side. He may still have it.
Danielson, table 18. You are on the clock. Bob Danielson, table 18.
Yeah, he's going to go up table at the 15 first. Okay, now, yeah, we got to get this 10 ball out of here now. Looks like he may have the angle to do it, unless he plans on just coming short side of it from the 11 or the 12, whichever one he gets. He's going to shoot, depending on the angle he gets when he gets over there. Yeah, I think I'd go from here to the 12 because you have more angle to work from the 11 to get to the back side of the 10 than you do the 12 ball. And it looks like he's going to shoot the 11 and draw to the back side of this 10 ball right now. And then shoot the 12. Oh, he's trying to kick it out. I thought you just draw to the short side of it. Well, Jackson can still shoot the 12 ball now, but I think he's going to shoot the 10. Just made it, yeah. Making the run a little bit more difficult again. Guy needs to go to the bakery and buy a dozen rolls on his way to the pool room. All right, Jackson's going to get this figured out here. And I need to check my score for some reason. I think it's only 5-2, but it could be 5-3. Score, the beads only say 5-2. Well, it's a good miss. All he's left is a kick here. Or a jump, but I wouldn't jump. This ball's hanging in the jaws. We know how to, at this level, they know where the pockets are. It's easy. When something's sitting in the jaws, it's a pretty easy kick for these guys. And all he's got to do is make it, and he's got a shot on the 8 in the side pocket. But let's see what Jason thinks about it. Yep, just like that. Nice shot. This 8 ball for the hill. There you go. Deposit. I'm going to go run and check the score real quick. While Jason racks up the balls. Be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Lou, behave.
Vesnica.
Okay, score is right. And see. Sorry, guys, I'm doing a scoreboard on the other table. Not trying to neglect you guys here. Playing solo, get to do it all. A multitasker. We got Jackson at the table there, shooting solids. There we go. All right, just about done, guys. One more thing. Okay, I'm back. Got my undivided attention. Yeah, this is looking like a really runnable out a table here for Jason to just end this match. Yeah, this is simple here. Maybe shoot the 9 because you're on it, but he's not going to. Gonna shoot the 13, roll forward for a little bit for the 15 on the other side. Oh, you're gonna come back out. I thought he would roll forward for the 15 on the other side, which would leave him nice for, just to be able to hit that gap off of the 1 for the 9. But I think Jason's gonna shoot the 9 now to the 15. And the angle for the 15 is actually working towards this lower side rail. If he was to shoot it now, that definitely has to hit it with a good pace, I think. Unless the angle isn't exactly what I think it is, and he can just hold. No, he's having to come off the rail. All right. Still alive is Jackson McDonald. All right. 7. Oh, no way. Yeah, when it rains, it pours. I was able to follow it in. Nice shot there, Jason. A little bit of angle here. They slide off of it. Yeah, I think you kind of have to. That corner pocket looms a little bit large there, not to slide off of it. All right, nice little rub there for a good shot on the 8 to end this match. This is pretty sure it's round 1. Yeah, they just started today. A side, so Jackson's still in it. He's going to go figure out what's happening and come back and take it out on the next guy. And we will be back in about 11 minutes with your next match. Damian Pongpanic and Brookman Holmes. I'm Sherry with Railbirds. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.